Hey everybody, we're up in the Bighorn Mountains of Wyoming, camping and hiking. Tonight we're staying at the Lakeview campsite here on Meadowlark Lake in Bighorn National Forest. Check out that view. I'll take you over to the campsite. Before we visit the campsite, here's a quick preview of the highlights in this episode. On this trip we found hiking and wildflowers galore, wildlife to view, and a surprise summer snowfall. Now let's visit our first night's campsite. There's Helen. We've got our car camping tent set up and fire just started, and we're gonna relax and
a terrific view.
Terrific view and drink a couple brews.
When it comes to food prep, the sandwich maker is my favorite camping cooking accessory. And what we have in tonight is I roasted vegetables last night and we just made foil packs and then we're just heating them up. And I like this because lots of times on camping trips I really want veggies and we never get enough. I think it's been about 20 minutes, so we're gonna take a look and see how our stuff's heating. I did this one as a double foil pack because the other one was a little messy. So my foil pack has onions, sweet potatoes, and oven fries, which is russet potatoes. Justin's just has the potatoes and onions. This guy eats anything and everything, but the one food he's not game for is sweet potatoes. Whoop, it's good and hot. It's definitely ready to eat.
There's steam coming off.
Yeah. So there's my sweet potato medallions with oven fries and caramelized onions below.
What's that smile?
It's dinner time. I have to turn this.
And that's how we make our morning coffee. I'm Justin.
I'm Helen.
And we're spending a few days camping and hiking up in the Bighorn Mountains in Wyoming. And right now we're gonna go for a hike in the Cloud Peak Wilderness. Let's go.
So here's our nice lunch. This is chickpea salad. It's kind of like tuna salad, but instead of tuna fish, it's chickpeas. It's really delicious and it keeps for a long time. So we make a big batch before we leave, and then some macaroni salad.
After a morning of hiking, we drove west on the Cloud Peak Skyway to the small town of Ten Sleep, where I enjoyed a well-deserved craft beer. We're back at the campsite, Lakeview, and at the brewery, it started raining really hard, and so we hung out at the brewery for like an hour or two, but eventually we came back to the campsite, hung out in the van for a while, and now it stopped raining and we got a fire going. Hopefully the rain holds off for a while.
Any guesses what the dinner is?
So I'm heating up here. This is pasta and sausage. I made it home and I kept it in the cooler and I'm just heating it up now.
Yum.
And it should be pretty good. Let's see. Maybe another minute.
He's always honest.
It's hot. Warmed it up over the fire, not bad. Better than cold pasta.
Good morning from snowy Wyoming.
Good morning. Status update is overnight. It precipitated most of the night, and I think it was a combination of rain, snow, and hail. And there's definitely some accumulation outside of the tent, so let's go check it out. And keep in mind, it's near the end of June, but let's go check it out. As you'll soon see, we got lucky at our campsite. Just a few minutes drive east and uphill on the Cloud Peak Skyway brought us to bigger accumulations of fresh summer snow. We continued eastward and descended in elevation. It wasn't long before we found a nice overlook free from snow where we brewed our morning coffee and enjoyed the views of wildflowers and the mountains. We were greeted with an unpleasant surprise when the road to our next campsite was closed, so we drove down to the town of Buffalo where we hiked the Grouse Mountain Trail. The weather was a little warmer down here, but the views and wildflowers were just as spectacular. It was a great trip to the Bighorns. We'll be back soon for longer hikes and more camping.